As mentioned, we're happy that you guys are here with us this morning to hear about our company and see our display. First, a brief overview of our company, and then I'll touch on a few of the combined 41 new products or product improvements that are here on display this week out of a total of 47 displays in the booth. Most of you are probably familiar with Astec Industries, but for those of you that are not, Astec in short is a collection of 17 diversified subsidiaries that engineer, sell, service, and provide aftermarket parts for equipment targeted at the energy, infrastructure, and mining industries. So if you look around our booth, you'll see the signs that say infrastructure, energy, and mining. Those are the industries that we work to serve as we move on into the future. We do have displays of all of these divisions in the booth today. And our mission as a company is to grow and prosper by designing, manufacturing, selling the most innovative, productive, and reliable equipment for the industries we serve, coupled with unparalleled customer service. Our companies are guided by a mission statement, and they're also our shared core values. And our shared core values are continuous devotion to meeting the needs of our customers, honesty and integrity in all aspects of business, respect for all individuals, preserving entrepreneurial spirit, innovation, and focus through decentralization, and safety, profit, and growth as a means to ensure the success of our company. At the corporate level, our relatively lean staff of 40 provides support to the divisions to help promote growth, actively examine potential acquisitions, consolidate financial results for our reporting, and helps with resources regarding combined efforts such as group purchasing, safety, insurance, and lean manufacturing. As many of you know, we completed a transition in our corporate leadership as of January 1st. For those not familiar with those changes, my role changed to President and CEO of the company. Rick Doris changed to Executive Vice President and COO of the company. Dr. Brock, who's also my father's role, changed to Chairman of the Board. He's still very active in the company in research and development and sales, and he's also mentoring Rick and me. Along with that change, Norm Smith has changed to Vice Chairman of the Board. He's also still Group President of the Mobile Asphalt Paving Group, and he's also mentoring Rick and I. So we're very blessed as a company. We announced that transition in April of last year. Long transition, and those fellows are still with us and still very active. So we're blessed as a company to have that kind of a transition. This has been a good transition. We continue to benefit as a company by having them with us. Looking at our current position as a company by the numbers, we're nearly $1 billion in sales last year. We're at $933 million with 17 subsidiaries and 19 manufacturing facilities spread out around the globe today. We also have 12 service centers. We have some facilities located in the United States, Canada, Germany, South Africa, Australia, and we have one in Brazil that's under construction in Belo Horizonte. That's primarily targeted at the mining, aggregate, and the asphalt side. We do have over 3,700 employees today. Our product mixes are in 65% of the sales are in the United States and 35% are international. We've been over 40 in our past. Our goal in the next 3 to 5 years is to be at a 50-50 split between international and United States business. Our sales are 60% infrastructure, 20% mining, and 20% energy. Our goal in the next 3 to 5 years would be at 40% infrastructure, 30% mining, and 30% energy. We did experience a year of improvement as a whole in 2013, and we are encouraged about our opportunities to improve going ahead. And when repeating what many already know, the reality is that the uncertainty created in Washington, D.C. continues to make our domestic highway infrastructure customers feel uneasy about major capital expenditures. This uncertainty remains despite the fact that those same customers are seeing a marginal increase in their private sector business. Obviously, President Obama's remarks last week on wanting a 4-year bill of $300 billion with a little more than 200 being in surface transportation was music to our ears. And we're hearing rumors from contacts in industry and trade organizations that the highway bill is at least being discussed in Washington right now. And while we'd absolutely welcome a long-term bill with increased funding, we're not sitting back and waiting on one. We're pushing for new business with new products in the United States and working to grow our international effort. The best example of our new products is the startup of the first line of our Hazelhurst wood pellet plant during the quarter. We do have a model of the wood pellet plant off to my right. This plant is performing well at state-of-the-art with regards to operating costs and environmental compliance. The best example of our new product, the startup of the plant went very well. We do expect to sell additional plants this year. It went well enough that that same customer ordered an additional 2 lines in December of last year for about $40 million. That was in our backlog. The next best example of our new products is in our booth here at the ConExpo show this week. We have 41 new products and product improvements on display here. We're very proud of that effort. And we hope you walk around and get a good view of them. With regards to our international effort, the best example we have is that we are in the process of building our new facility in Belo Horizonte, Brazil. That's targeted again at the mining, the aggregate, and the asphalt side. We'll build one small asphalt plant there to start. A display of that plant would be found on this kiosk to my left. It says 0 to 100% wrap. The next best example of our international front is our revamping of our coverage in the mobile asphalt paving group. They're totally overhauling their coverage. We've got the fellow right here that's getting it done. And we expect to see some good results out of that. In addition to that, our operation in Germany is making headway for the mobile group in Germany and as well as the rest of Europe. And we're very excited about the prospects there going ahead. Getting back to the display here at ConExpo, some of our key products in our booth but they're really not limited to. I'm picking out a few, so I'm at risk here because we have all of our divisions here, and I'm only going to pick out a few of the things. So for everybody that's here from Astec, these are just the ones I happen to pick. Please don't be offended if I don't mention one from your group. The 0 to 100 kiosk right here to my left really documents our product line on the asphalt plant side from 0% recycle where in countries where they don't run recycle asphalt up to 100% for areas where you could run 100% recycle. That's a very innovative type of product line, and we're excited to show that here at this show for the first time today. Behind me to my left is our Road Tech corner. That's exciting because every machine over there is either all new or introducing new technology. The Road Tech group is very excited about this week. Staying in the paving side, back behind this group to my right, is our Carlson display, and they're displaying new commercial pavers that have best-in-class wear life. Carlson, by the way, is doing very well with those pavers. They have the largest backlog in their history. BTI is displaying in our front right, my front right is displaying a new Mine Runner Supervisor truck. It's a good looking truck, so if you do get a chance, go take a look at it. It's very fun to drive. We went up and drove it back at the end of last year. CEI is displaying a new universal concrete plant off to the left. It's a gray plant over here. This plant is capable of running traditional concrete, roller compacted concrete, or cement treated base. Jeffco out of Enid, Oklahoma is displaying an all-new water well drill rig. It's set up here to my right and is in position to be able to drill. I'm pretty sure that the Vegas Convention Center wouldn't like it if we drilled a hole there, but I guess we could. Just don't tell them. We'll do it tonight. Colbert Pioneer is displaying a large 170-foot long super stacker conveyor. It's the longest super stacker they've ever built. You really can't miss it. It's on the back and it kind of comes up all the way to the top of the trade center here on the back side of our booth. And also Telsmith has a new large 8x20 screen system, track mounted screen on to the left. That's the largest track mounted screen system that they've ever built. So it's an exciting time to be in the booth, and there's a lot to see in the booth. And we're proud of the effort to display so much new equipment at the show. As you know, the show's advertising tagline for ConExpo itself is, "If it's new, it's here." And as you've heard, and as you'll see as you walk around our display, our opinion is if it's new at ConExpo, it's new at Astec, and it's here. As I hope you've heard, it's an exciting time here. Our new products and efforts in the field to sell them have our backlog up 10% at the end of last year. We're excited to report that. Again, the industries we're serving are energy, infrastructure, and mining. Our R&D work and our product releases are focused in those areas, and we're getting good feedback from customers on the equipment as it comes out. We do see growth opportunities in oil drilling, pellet plants, large crushers for mining, and small commercial paving equipment, along with the high recycle asphalt plants that'll go from in the 65% to 100% range. Looking to the whole of 2014, we expect to improve our performance over 13. This is despite the current state of the highway bill in Washington. Our customers are experiencing an improved private market, and we are focused on selling existing and new products not only in the United States but around the globe. We're also growing our business in energy mining to industries that are not dependent on the highway bill. That ends my comments on the company. We would encourage everybody to take some time to walk around our displays. Our group presidents and subsidiary presidents are here, and they will be located in their respective areas around the booth to answer any questions. And please feel free to ask them or any of our associates who pretty well are dressed like this without the blazer. Please feel free to ask anybody any questions you like. Also happy to take any questions now or as we walk around the booth this morning. We appreciate you guys being here, and we thank you for your support as we move ahead, and welcome to Astec.